I was looking back as I was writing the speech and thinking about, what was I doing 10 years ago? A buddy of mine wrote a blog post recently about what can actually happen in 10 years' time. And the frame of reference that he was using was the way that we heard about the events of 9/11 and the way that we kind of consume news around the death of Osama bin Laden. And I remember this because I was living this down in New York. It happened around the time that I was laid off, where when those events happened, there was the news outlets were disorganized. The New York Times site was down. Cell phones weren't working. It was chaos, and it was information chaos for a couple days, right? You fast forward about 10 years or so, and I was actually down in Florida at a Waffle House with my grandmother when the tweet started coming in that the president is about to break some huge news. After the news came out, I think a majority of you guys probably knew about it before Obama got on air. And then as that news was happening, you could see things being updated in real time on Google Maps. You could see Wikipedia being updated. You could see people making Google SketchUps of what the compound might have looked like, using Google map imagery to kind of get a feel for what was going on. It was like participatory, almost like journalism in a sense, where everyone was involved in spreading the word of this and creating it. And all of us collectively scooped the media. And that happened in about 10 years' time. It's amazing that we've been able to see that change in that time. If you want to take that time frame and cut it in half, look at 5 years. 5 years ago, a lot of you guys on this side of the room, I'm assuming you guys were in high school, right? And 5 years ago, I don't think high school was allowing you guys to sign up for Facebook accounts. That's probably right. Yeah? And at this point now, 5 years later, there's a good chance that your parents are actually using Facebook more than you guys are. And maybe even in the crowd, I can see some screens going up here. And it's the same thing for Twitter. 5 years ago, the first tweet wasn't even sent. And it's just a testament to how quickly a lot of this stuff is moving and how well you guys have timed it. We're in the right major at the right time when the stuff is expanding so quickly.